So this West Yorkshire Police lesbian nana saga is still going on the old social media. Everyone's still talking about it. And it does raise a few important questions, really, such as why did West Yorkshire Police mob-handedly arrest an autistic teenage girl at her home simply for pointing out that one of their officers was a lesbian, and yet months ago they quite literally prostrated themselves in front of the usual lot, the religious fundamentalists in this country, who threatened a schoolboy and his mother because their religious book got scuffed at school. Why did West Yorkshire Police put out a statement regarding this on their Twitter account and yet didn't allow anyone to reply to it? They censored anyone trying to make a comment. And why hasn't the villain of the piece been dealt with? Because, as is obvious and as well as been pointed out by former serving policemen and women, that this person's behaviour, or this officer's behaviour, was unwarranted. They picked up this teenager from the town centre because she was drunk, and they took her home, and this comment was made inside her own home, and so they arrested her on a public order offence, when you can't arrest anyone for a public order offence in their own homes. Now, it's quite clear that this villain, the villain of the piece, this officer, was on a power trip. You can see on her face. You can tell on the video when she's arguing with her mother, she's getting arrested. She's going to be arrested. This was someone who clearly got off on their position in life. Now, of course, West Yorks Police, they won't touch this officer. They wouldn't dare discipline her for anything like this. In fact, I doubt they'll discipline her for anything. And that's simply because of who she is. Now, looking at her, it's quite obvious why the teenager said she looked like a certain member of her family. And it's quite obvious as well that this person ticks boxes, and that's why she had the job with West Yorkshire Police. The police in this country are notorious for their diversity hires and filling in quotas. For example, they need certain amounts of Muslims as police officers. They need certain amounts of women as police officers. They need a couple of transgender people as police officers. So merit doesn't get you a job as a police officer. It's who you are or what you identify as. And the police will bend over backwards to recruit you. They will literally rip your arm off to have you within their ranks. And the same happened with this person as well, I think. Because a police officer should be thin-skinned. Name-calling becomes part of the job. And she obviously couldn't cope and she got angry. Maybe she wanted to show her male colleagues that she too could be tough, and she goes over the top in that case. But regardless, people like her make her a nightmare for HR departments of any business, any company, any authority to deal with, because they'll pull out cards. And if she can't handle being called a lesbian by a member of the public, a little girl as well, then looking at her, there's no way on this earth she will put up with being disciplined by anyone by West Yorkshire Police, because they're all homophobic, aren't they? And this is where the police in this country have shot themselves in the foot big time. Because all these diversity hires, they all have extremist groups backing them. And these extremist groups have power now, they have authority in this country, and they will shut you down. So don't expect anything to come of this now. As far as West Yorkshire Police is concerned, it's all over. The teenage girl has been given no further action for pointing out the obvious. And even though that police officer has been vilified, and rightly so, on social media, you can bet your bottom dollar the West Yorkshire Police will treat her with even bigger kid gloves now. And there we go, that's my video. I hope you like. Please let me know what you think in the comments. And until the next time, Roger Trout.